What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, today we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost, Episode 6. This is just my quick thoughts. Down below, you guys let me know what were your first impressions of this episode. And man, let's talk about it now. Before we actually talk about it, I will be doing my full recap later on in the day for you guys, so be looking out for that later on. But first impressions of this episode, this was a very good episode. Things are starting to open up, and I found it very interesting that Davis MacLean he's making those moves on Cooper Saxe. Now we talked about them teaming up, who was going to turn on who first. Does Davis MacLean have a plan B? Well, it seems like Davis MacLean has a plan A, and we're seeing it right now. What he told Cooper Saxe, it seems like it was just a front. He's going to do things the way he wants things to go. And of course, we saw the return of your boy 2-Bit. He is back, and he's a free man. I'm glad that happened. I'm glad they finally released him, and Cooper Saxe pretty much got played in this episode. Now, I'm waiting to see the proper adjustments. What will Cooper Saxe do now? Because now he has Stephen Ott, John McEnroe, them looking stupid by setting up this deal for 2-Bits. Now he's a free man. He's walking around, and I want to know what he's going to, discuss with Davis MacLean, because he's going to be like, what happened? This wasn't a part of the game plan. He was supposed to, agree to pretty much say what we needed him to say. But we know that Davis MacLean talked to 2-Bits, and with the help of Blanca Rodriguez, they set it up to where he was going to say what Davis MacLean wanted him to say. Now, if you guys notice, Tasha is peeping game, because all of a sudden, Davis MacLean is starting to mention Tariq's name a little bit too much in this episode. Tasha was kind of worried about Tariq, and Davis MacLean was like, you ain't got nothing to be worried about. It's going to be okay. And, Tasha never even said anything for pretty much for him to even say that. So it's making it seem like he's more aware of Tariq, right? And to confirm Tasha's beliefs when he mentions Tariq once again in court, that is what makes her say, you know what, he definitely knows. Especially after Davis MacLean told Tasha, don't worry, Cooper Saxe will not mention Tariq's name at all. But then Davis MacLean goes back and tells 2-Bits, so how did you know Tariq? Did you help him out and all this stuff like that? So he's pretty much biting himself in the foot, because now Tariq eventually, I think, will make those adjustments. As of right now, he's caught up with school and all this stuff. His awareness is not good right now. And this ain't the time to be slipping up. But his awareness is definitely not 100% focused on people coming at him. That's what it seems like in this episode. But we shall see how this all plays out. I'm happy my boy 2-Bits is out. We're going to see what's going to happen with him, especially when your boy Tommy Egan comes back into town. Now, when it gets to Brayden, he stepped up this episode. Now, we had the theories about Brayden. Will he step up? And as I told you guys in the videos, Brayden will approve. Trust me. He's gonna be out there on the block. He was actually in Queens. That's what your boy Kane said. Had him out there. Brayden made those adjustments regardless if he was in a new environment or not. He said, you know what, I'm built for this. It felt good. This is what I want to do. But his brother Trace, I did not feel bad for him at all. I was with Kane on this one, especially when it came to Brayden's brother Trace. I was happy he was getting beat up and jumped. I'm like, continue, beat him down. This guy is still in product. He's doing entirely too much. And deep down inside, Brayden knows that his brother Trace is a liability. This guy is going to talk. He is. Officer Ramirez told him, look, this never happened, but I'm telling you right now, Trace is going to be a problem. He's definitely going to talk and say something. And Officer Ramirez knows this. He talked to Monet about this. These kids, the Weston family, if any of them come up missing and if anything happens, it's going to come back to them. So that's a liability as well, so they have to keep tabs on them. Now, besides that, Riley, once again, was able to gather a little bit of information. She was able to take a picture of Tariq's phone. And of course, she's going to take that back to Cooper Saxe. And they made it seem like Tariq was going to actually bust her. I know Tariq, after this episode, knows that she's on him, but he doesn't know the full truth yet. You know, she pretty much told Tariq, look, I drugged you. It was for Brayden. I didn't mean for that to happen. Why Riley would even tell him that makes zero sense. Like, why would you tell him that? Like, that's completely stupid. But she really likes Brayden. The sad thing is this: when she finds out the truth about him, what will she do? That question and that theory is still out there because she didn't find out the truth about Brayden in this episode. She was just more concerned on where he was at. So that's still out there. I can't wait to see how that plays out. Now, besides that storyline, we move over to the Cane storyline. And this guy was all over the place in this episode, right? He was trying to prove that you don't mention his name, and he wanted Brayden and his brother to prove themselves, which, like I said, on a principle scale, Cane did the right thing, but he slipped up by putting his hands on his mother. Now, what he was telling Monet about Lorenzo running shit when he gets out, about what she's doing, it was actually true. You know what I'm saying? Even though they going back and forth, he's telling her, like, look, when Lorenzo gets out, if he does get out, he's going to be running shit. You're not, and you know that's the truth. Monet says, you know what? I'm running this right now, which is true. She is running it right now. Lorenzo is locked up. But even though he's locked up, he is calling certain shots. Now, your boy Cane did slip up by putting his hands on his mom's. And I don't know about y'all, I can't just sit there and watch my moms get hit. Drew, too soft. He's too soft. I don't care if my mom is wrong or right. You're not about to touch her. Drew just sat there like a little punk. Like, you gonna sit there and let this man hit your mom? I mean, I don't even care if I'm gonna lose or not. You're not about to do that in front of me. I guess I gotta catch my L along with my mom's, but I ain't gonna sit there and let you just put your hands on her. And that's what Cane slipped up at. But besides that, I believe his principles in the episode was very good. You know, he just took it too far when he decided to be physical. And Cane wants to run shit. He wants to do a lot of different things, but he's very upset that his mom is doing things differently. And I know it's going to hurt him that Lorenzo is pretty much telling him, look, you got to listen to your mom. You have to learn from her and do things the way she wants them to go. And Cane doesn't like that. He's like, she's messing up and stuff like that. And they're looking too good. Now, Cane did catch that beat down. You knew it was coming. I mean, that's just principle. You don't hit your mom. You don't put your hands on her. And Lorenzo had to, pretty much let him know, when you touch her, you're slipping. And to never do it again. You just don't do that at all. Cane is a hothead, but I'm telling you right now, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of Cane's wrath. He's definitely going to try and go out there and prove a point eventually. Now, when it comes to Diana, she decided to tell her mom about Tariq, of course. And Diana is very emotional because she really likes Tariq. She's trying to play it off like she doesn't. But she was hoping that Monet would shut shit down when she told her about the app. But that didn't play out right, because Monet is about business. She's not trying to stop this transaction, this money coming through. So, of course, she told Diana, look, when it comes to Tariq, all it's about is business. Overall, this was a very solid episode. I will be breaking it down in a full recap later on in the day for you guys. I'm just, it's just crazy how your boy Davis MacLean is playing Cooper Saxe, and I'm really eager to see what Cooper Saxe is going to do next, because now he definitely knows, like, okay, I see what you're doing. And then after Stephen Ott talked to him, like, dude, you got played. Like, this dude is out. He's a free man. 2 Bits is a free man. You pretty much just got played. What we gonna do now? Cooper Saxe, I expect him to definitely step up in the next episode and to definitely try to get back at Davis MacLean. I think they do have a similar game plan as far as making sure Tasha walks, but at the end of the day, the game plan to lock up Tariq does seem in place, but it seems like Davis MacLean has a different route. In this next episode, Cooper Saxe is going to have a different route as well. So that clash will definitely come. Trust me, it is coming in the future. overall, man, they did a hell of a job in this episode, man. We shall see what it does next. But keep supporting your boy, and I will continue to bring you more Power Book 2 Ghost content in the future. And like I said, be looking out for that recap later on in the day, because we definitely got to talk about a lot of different things that happen in this episode. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.